and welcome to the Turnbuckle Hired Gun podcast. Um, so let's get to business on this podcast. Drew turned heel last night. Like he was already heel, but it's completed. The whole trifecta of him being heel is completed now. Like it happened. Like he beat Sammy. He beat him, but he did it in a heel way, which is good. I don't care how he won. He won. A win's a win to me, But he won, and he is better off this way. Like he's better off as being the heel. Like he really is. Like you still get what you want with him being a heel, alright? But him being the face hurts him. Like it hurts him being the face. You know, and the reason I say that because when you think about it, who's ahead of him when he's a face? Cody, Seth, Sammy, Jay, CM Punk. Um, Ricochet probably ahead of him too, if you think about it. You know, like like I'm not saying Drew don't get a pop, but it hurts him being a face right now. Alright? He's one and maybe two when he's a heel. Being a top heel. So, like, it's better for him to be a heel right now. Like, he's ahead of Shinsuke and he's ahead and sometimes he's ahead of Judgment Day. But Judgment Day is still the top faction right now. But like last night, Drew was the main story from the beginning to the end. He was the main story. He had a 20-minute match with Sammy, which as you can see, I care about the time of matches and stuff. So I told you about how Dragon Lee and um, Escobar had an 8-minute match at a pay per view. It should have been more. All right, so last night, Sammy and Drew had a 20-minute match with a commercial break, and it was a good match. Drew won. He should have won. Should have won. And how he won, he should have won like that. He should have won like that. My only critique about Drew last night is he should have cost Jay the match last night. Like he should have cost him the win last night. Like I'm not saying Seth can't beat Jay clean, but he shouldn't have last night. Alright? And they got 20 minutes too, but I get into that later on. But like Drew should have cost Jay the match last night. Um, you know, and not even a DQ. I'm not even saying that. Like Drew should have Playboy kicked Jay outside the ring without the ref seeing him, tossed him back in the ring, and Seth should have gave him a curve stomp after that, and then he should have won that way, and then we would have been even, and they would have been even and costing each other world title belts. All right, it would have been a done deal after that. Then, well, not a done deal, but it would have been why they had to fight at the Royal Rumble. They still got to fight, and it's still getting to what it need to get at, but it just would have been better that way. Like Seth didn't have to win. Seth didn't have to win clean last night. That's all I'm saying. Like Drew should have cost Jay the win by DQ or interference. Either or would have worked for me. But it didn't happen. But still, like Drew did this thing last night. He was the main heel last night. He can't be the main face of he can't be the main face in the main event on Raw as a face. Like that can't happen. There's too many people. There's too many people in front of him for that to happen. So being a heel helps him, and the people that want him to win a title, because I don't think it's gonna happen, but the people that want him to win the title in front of the crowd, you still get that. Like you still get that, and let me tell you this now. Let me make this clear. the whole cheering for a heel is a thing now. Cheering for a heel is a big thing now, so you can still do that. So Drew can still get what he want. Drew can still get the world title and have a crowd in front of a crowd uh, as a heel. He's you can still cheer for that man. Him getting it. He don't got to be faced for that to happen. Like he really don't. But again, I don't think he's gonna win. Um, I think he's. I think. Hey, I think he might toss Seth the belt. Truth be told, I think this is how Damian Priest gets the belt. One of the ways Damian Priest can get the belt. Drew loses to Seth, and then after the match, Drew takes out Seth, and then Damian Priest comes in with the briefcase and cashes in on Seth. The other way, of course, is CM Punk beats Seth. Seth turns on CM Punk at the end. Damian Priest kind of runs in and gets the belt that way. So there's ways for Damian Priest to get that belt, but nonetheless, you still get what you want with Drew if he turns heel. Like you still, and my opinion, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I mean, so I'm talking about Drew, but I'm talking about Drew because of the fact that I was asked to by Aiden. How you doing, Aiden? Good friend. He asked me to talk about Drew and what I think about Drew the heel turn. It just works out for me because the fact that Drew was the main theme last night. Drew was the guy last night, so it works out for it. But again, if you guys comment on the podcast and give me a wrestler to talk about, I talk about them first thing before I get into what happened on Raw or what happened on SmackDown. I talk about it. All right. So going on to next. You had Nia Jax versus Shayna. You got Nia Jax versus Shayna last night, and it was a good match until the end. It was it was an okay match until the end. You know what? No, it was good. It was a good match until the end because Shayna tried to pick her up. She even had help trying to do it, and it went horribly wrong. And I hope she's okay because Nia Jax's whole backside hit Shayna in the face. Alright? So I hope she's okay. I really, really hope she's okay because it didn't look good at the end. And, I'm glad they finished the match and all, but man, it looked rough. But, planting seeds though. Planting seeds with Nia and Becky. Because, before that match happened, Nia and Becky had a confrontation in the back. And, Becky ain't wrong. Becky owes Shayna Baszler a receipt. Like Becky owes Shayna Baszler a punch in the face. And for anybody who doesn't know what that means, a receipt means a punch. Let's say, I just go into detail about it. Nia Jax bust open. No, not even bust open. Nia Jax broke Becky's face a couple years ago when it was the invasion, SmackDown versus Raw. Nia Jax broke Becky's face. All right, and then Becky had to miss time. That wasn't no skit. That wasn't no angle. That shit happened. Excuse my language. That happened. Okay? She was bust open and she had to miss time because of that. Alright? Like, time. Alright? And she couldn't have the match anymore. Alright? So, it's payback. A receipt means payback. A receipt means I gotta get my payback. I gotta get my get back. Plain and simple. And Becky needs to get her payback. Like she does. it, it should happen. It should happen like today. It should happen. It should have been happened. And for some reason, it never happened back in the day. I don't know why that didn't happen, but it need to happen. Like Becky needs her payback. So they planted seeds for that to happen. After the match, Becky came out and got got in Nia Jax's face, and she wanted to go in, but Nia backed out of the match. Backed out of the ring and left. But it don't happen, and it should happen. And you know what? Becky don't even gotta win. Alright, Becky don't even gotta win that match. Alright, as long as she gets some payback, alright, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. As long as she gets some payback, that's all that matters. Alright, in that match. But the match should happen. And then like Nia Jax needs to be what she's been being, a dominant force. Now, like I said, Triple H got to put these wrestlers out there that haven't been on TV and stuff. Mainly the females, and Sonya's one of them. Like she, from what she was in NXT and what she is now, it's sad. It's sad because she was a beast in NXT. Alright, like she was a beast as a champion in NXT and everything. They even gave her the push when they had the Survivor Series for NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Like she was a beast, and what Vince did to her is horrible. Alright, it's horrible. And Triple H had to fix that. Triple H had to fix that. Like he got to fix the stuff that Vince fucked up. So I'm cursing, but it's truth. It's true. Like Triple H had to fix a lot of stuff that Vince messed up, and Sonya was one of them. There's some other females that he messed up that they got to fix. So that match, but for what it was a good match. For what it was, let me say it like that. All right, and then the statements that happened after and happened before were good because you got to plant seeds for matches for Royal Rumble coming up, and that's one of them. All right, and it also gives Becky someone to fight. It gives it gives Nair someone to fight too. It gives both of these shits something to do before WrestleMania or for the Rumble. For both, for the Rumble and WrestleMania. It gives them something to do because Becky's gonna fight Rhea. I don't know what Nia's gonna do, but it gives her something to do for now. But like I said, she needs to be she needs to be dominating. She needs to be a dominating force. So we're gonna get both of them in a match, which is needed. It's something that we haven't seen in a minute. Not even a minute. It's something we haven't seen. It's something we haven't seen. So we gonna see what happens with that match. I don't think it's gonna be a great match. Hopefully, it's a good match. Hopefully. But we'll see. Find out some news about Jay last night. Jay can't do the whole yeet. He can't do it. Like he can't say it. He can't wear no shirts with it. When I first seen it, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was fake. And then if you watched Raw last night, he didn't say it. He said everything besides that. Like the crowd said it more than he did last night because he couldn't say it. He can't do the whole eat. It couldn't happen because they had trademark issues with it. So he can't do it no more. If you watched Raw last night, he had the main event shirt on last night for the merch because he can't wear nothing with it. If you seen the video, his hype video and stuff, they had it blurred out because he can't say the words no more. Because they had trademark issues with it. So, when WWE has problems with stuff like that, they just either they change the name, or they don't say it no more, or they don't play it no more. Because they had problems, they had a trademark issue with it. So Jay can't say it no more, and that was getting him over. I mean, you can tell last night every time Jay hit Seth with anything, um, it was yeet this and yeet that and yeet. So that happened last night. He can't say it. He can't say it. So that happened. We had some good tag team matches last night. We got the best 2 out of 3 with Imperium and DYI. That was a good match. They got like 10, 15 minute match last night, which was good. It had a couple commercials in that match, but it was a good match. And listen, Imperium is a good tag team. Okay, I think they're gonna break up, but it's a good tag team. But DY needed his match last night. They needed to win. They needed to win more than Imperium needed to win. All right, and this helps the tag team. Like this helps the tag team a whole lot more. Like they needed to win more than Imperium. They needed to win. Because Imperium look like they're going to break up anyway, which I hate. They're going to break up without winning the tag team championships, because that would have been nice for them to win it with Gunther, as the IC champion. So I hate that. I hate that happened. Like that's when that happened, because it would have been good to see them all with gold. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we had another tag team. We had Tree Brothers, and you had Judgment Day. Well, half of the Judgment. You had JG Madonna, and you had um, Dirty Dom in a match, and that was a good match. That was a good match. Like JD and Dom they're not a real tag team, but they tagged up good together against against the Tree Brothers, and as you can see, the Tree Brothers are getting pushed. They're getting pushed, and they might get pushed to the moon. They may beat the champions, but here's the thing: the Tree Brothers hasn't been pinned yet. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm worried about. They haven't been pinned yet. They haven't been pinned by a tag team yet. So they may not win, but they getting pushed, and they should be getting pushed, because you have to push your young stars, and that means tag teams too. Like you have to push your young stars. All right, so and that means tag teams have to get pushed too. Young tag teams have to get pushed too, so you can make more and more names for people. So 2 tag teams got pushed today. Last night. They got pushed last night, and that was good. That was very, very good. And they got pushed last night, because you need that to happen. And then you had the R2 thing up in there, and it was funny. I'm not like, listen. If I knock it, I also gotta give her props too. And the R2 stuff was funny last night. It was funny last night, and I wish R2 was talking more seriously. You know, now with the comic stuff, and there's a place for it. There is a place for it, But I wish he was a little bit more serious, so we could see some stuff from R Truth, more than just the comic stuff from R Truth. I wish he would be more serious about certain things. But it was funny to see R Truth there. It was funny. We got a women's tag team match. I won't get into the name. Chelsea Green. I'm gonna say her. Yeah. I'm gonna say her. Okay. Just saying. Um, but she didn't wrestle. her and Piper were on commentary for a while Tegan Knox and Naomi was in the tag match, which they lost. You know, I said this before. I don't agree with putting Tegan Knox with Naomi. Alright, Naomi's not gonna do anything. Alright, like besides taking a job out for somebody, and she jobbed out last night to Carter and her tag team partner. Alright, especially for the get from me for names. It's the best. That is the best you're gonna get from me. I know one of them name's Carter, and I know the other one, her partner used to date Ricochet back in the day. That's the best you gonna get from me for about them. But they won. And Naomi took the Naomi Natalia. Sorry, Natalia. Ooh, yee. I got a name wrong. Natalia took the L. Naomi, I don't know why I'm thinking about her, but she should be coming back. Which Sasha Banks should be coming back, y'all. All right. I get into that later. All right. Like Sasha could be coming back, y'all. So. But yeah, in this tag match, it wasn't a bad tag match, alright? And honestly, the right team went over. Like Carter and her went over because they're the better team. They've been a tag team since NXT, and they've been good. They've been good. They've been real good. Like they actually got tag moves. Like just like the Creek Brothers got tag moves. Like Carter and her tag team partner, they got tag moves together. They are legit a tag team. You know, they got tag team moves and everything, and they're real good. So they went over, and they should have went over. Because I don't agree with Tegan Knox being with Natalia. I just don't agree with it. You know, like you're really pretty much saying you don't believe in her, but you tagging her with her in the first place. So yeah, but again, it was three females that wasn't getting used before out there getting used in the proper way. So that's a good thing, very good thing. The Cody and Shinsuke thing. So that was good. Now let me say this now. Let me be very clear. I don't care what Cody. I don't care what anybody else say about Shinsuke's promos before leading up to this here. Alright, all them promos was about Punk. Alright, all them promos was what CM Punk. Plain and simple. He wasn't on the show today either. He wasn't on the show. Punk wasn't on the show. But those promos that he did was about CM Punk. It wasn't about Cody. So Cody could say what he wanted to say. It wasn't about him. It wasn't about him. It wasn't. Yeah, like whether they changed what they were going to do with Shinsuke and CM Punk, alright, that wasn't about him. That was about Punk. Alright? I'm looking forward to the Shinsuke and Cody next week, because that's what's going to happen. Because we don't got a pay-per-view from WWE for WWE. Like we have a pay-per-view for NXT this month, but we don't have a pay-per-view we don't have a pay-per-view for WWE this month. So these matches that's getting ready and stuff, if it's not for the Royal Rumble, it's happening on TV. So, and that's not to say that Shinsuke and Cody won't have another match, right? They wouldn't have the first one on TV. Now, that's not to say that the match won't finish, because it probably won't finish. It probably won't finish. And if it does, it just means Shinsuke might do something to Cody after the match. Alright, so they can have a round two at the Rumble. You know, because the fact that Shinsuke is a fill-in guy for the mid cards. Or not even mid cards. Like Shinsuke is a fill-in guy for like 90 minutes. Because Shinsuke has 4 wins since he turned heel. Not even that. He has more than 4 wins when he turned heel. He got a win over Ricochet. He got a win over the Alpha Academy. All right, all three of them. You know, so that's 4 wins. He probably got more. All right, but you know he's on because he's a top mid card. So he's gonna get the wins that he should get, and then anytime he fight a main eventer, he's gonna lose. Alright, because he's gonna lose to Cody. He just gives something for Cody to do. Alright, until he get until WrestleMania, until he goes to SmackDown. Alright, so like since they don't get that push, just enough push for him to be taken as a serious contender. Now, when it comes to a belt, he's probably not gonna win it. Like he was a fill-in for Seth. He was a fill-in for Cody now. You know, but he's gonna get them wins he needs to get, so people can take him somewhat serious. Which is better than not being on TV. Which is better than not being on TV. All right, so you know, they fight next week. I want to see it. I do. Now we get into the main event. The main event was the main event was good, and it was 20 minutes with a couple commercial breaks. Which is 20 minutes. It was good. It was real good. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I don't like the end because I'ma still say this. Drew should have cost Jay the win last night. Drew should have made sure Jay didn't win last night. Alright? I mean, Drew still came out and Drew still did raise hell and raise Cain and made it a obvious point what he wanted to do. Now, we might get a three-way. We might get Jay versus Seth versus Drew, which is not a bad thing. It gives all three of them something to do this whole month. It gives all three of them something to do this whole month. All right, I didn't think about that, but yeah, because Drew didn't attack just Jay, he attacked Seth too. So it gives all three of them something to do. So maybe we get a three-way for the belt. Maybe we get a three-way for the belt. Which I'm not. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for that to happen. It's something different. You know, because you already got Drew versus Seth. You already got Jay versus Seth, and you already got Drew versus Jay. So like, why not have a three-way? You know, why not have a three-way match for the title? It's something different. Like, you know, so I don't necessarily disagree with that having that match. You know, I don't disagree with having a three-way for the world title. It's something different. It's something that can happen on TV because you're not giving away a free match that didn't happen separately. You know, so why not do that match? Steph's still gonna win. You know, so why not just have that match? You know, it's good for business. Like you give all three of them something to do because right now, nothing for him to do. You know, I think eventually Jay's gonna fight Gunther, and I think Jay's gonna be the guy that takes Gunther down for the IC title. All right, because like he's been having matches on live events for it lately anyway. You know, and Jay's been winning by DQ, like in these live events and stuff. So you know that's gonna happen eventually. But until then, why not have Jay versus Seth versus Drew? Like it all limps into one. It all limps into it all limps into one. You know, you can have this at either on TV or you can have it at the Rumble. Alright, but this tells a story. Alright, it should let it happen. It should be a fatal three-way. You know, for the world title. That's something new. Hey, that's something that we can enjoy. Enjoy for people who actually like Jay. Some people don't like Jay. You know, like I'm not one of them. I like Jay. I think he has impressed me enough to be a single person. Because before, listen, everybody know I wasn't a Uso fan. And I wasn't with it. I used to call him hype man and everything else. So now Drew's pretty good. I mean, not Drew. Jay's pretty good. Jimmy's Jimmy. Whatever on that crap. Uh, Jay's pretty good to me now. Like he's came a long way. You can tell. You can tell Jay from Jimmy a whole lot more now. Jay's had different kind of stuff. I mean, he says that's a super kid, but I'm never gonna talk bad about a super kid. Not the hired gun. No sir. Like I'm the messiah when it comes to the super kids. So I'm never gonna talk bad about a super kid. That ain't gonna happen. Not me. Nah. But Jay's come a long way. Jay's come way, way. I mean, at first Jay was a two to me when it comes to wrestling and character wise. Jay's a good nine, a 9 or 8 right now for me. He's not my top. He's not in my top 10. No, he's not even in my top 15. But he's better on the list now. He's way higher than Jimmy. So the Jimmy's Jimmy. Whatever on that. Like Jimmy hasn't elevated himself at all. You know, as far as I'm concerned, like Jimmy hasn't elevated himself not even a little to me. Jay has. I mean, Jimmy's funny. It is what it is on that. There's a place for it. But I am impressed with Jay. I am impressed with Jay. So I hate that he can't use the yeet stuff anymore because he was getting over with that. Um, Saying that he needs to get another haircut. Like either cut it off or just find another tape line. But uh, but all in all, Rob was let me see, 1 out of 10. Rob was a 7.5. Rob was a 7.5. Like last week Rob was maybe a 6. So I mean, like I said, I mean, Raw had better wrestling this week than last week. You know, like Raw had better storytelling last week. Raw had better wrestling this week. So but it was a good match. It was a good match. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad with the matches. Maybe some endings. I wasn't mad with the storytelling. I hate that Rhea and Finn wasn't there last night, so that hurt a little for it being an 8 or a 9 for me. I didn't agree with like I said, I didn't agree on how Drew ended the match. Like he said, I still say that Drew should have crossed Jay the match. Didn't happen. It is what it is. But it was good. It was a good show. Good show. I mean, so. It's always good for improvement. But it was a good show. Like you show what you wanted to show. Sammy can't win them all. I don't think Sammy's gonna win a lot because there's nothing for Sammy to do. There's nothing for Sammy to do. I don't even think you can put Sammy in the fatal four way. The make it a fatal four way for the world title because it doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. But Raw was good last night. Raw was a good show last night, and I enjoyed it. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Leave me a comment so I can talk about another wrestler, and I will talk about it in the beginning of the show. Y'all make sure you guys check out New Breed because without them, there's no hired gun. Well, it's a hired gun, but to this level, it's no hired gun. It's no podcast. I don't get behind this camera. You gotta check out E-Feds, because E-Feds are great. Without E-Feds, you definitely don't get a hired gun. Without E-Feds, you definitely don't get me talking. Like I'm still that shy, nervous guy, without you fed. So check out New Breed. God bless. See you next. See you Friday.